Welcome to Year of the Water Tiger Cancer. Year of the Yang Water Tiger begins on February 1st of 2022, lasting through until January 21st of 2023. I'm Pastor Rosemary, the Astrology Angel. I'm a Rosicrucian seer, biblical astrologer, Christian psychic, and Gnostic mystic. And this is a Readings by Rosemary angelic transmission. Now, Yang Water Tiger is a year of the Black Water Tiger. Yang trait makes him actively masculine in his personality. In years where Tiger is white, his aggressive Tiger nature is balanced by a feminine Yin elemental attribute. Now, in years where we have the Black Water Tiger, Black Water Tiger has, and thus Yang Black Water Tiger, has two qualities, two fiery qualities really, of Yang and Tiger that are soothed and calmed by the element of water. So water does give Yang Black Water Tiger year some relaxation and some ability to calm things down if things get too wild. Now, if you want to appease a ferocious tiger during Yang Water Tiger year, use the colors of blue, turquoise, or green to lull Tiger's aggressiveness into tranquility. And also, my friend told me a few Tiger jokes when I told him that Year of the Tiger was coming up in 2022. So I'll share a couple of those with you. Now, the first one, what dinner did the Tiger devour when he was finished with his surfing lesson? He made a meal of his surfing instructor. Okay, the second one, how does a veterinarian give a syringe full of medicine to a sick tiger? He gives the tiger a shot with extreme caution. We all have a pretty good idea about what a tiger's like and what a tiger year is going to be like, for that matter, and what to expect during this Yang Water Tiger year. Tigers are tough, they're powerful, they're courageous, they're heroic, they're big-hearted, they're forceful, and they're defiant. And Tiger is also known to be eager, testy, and lumbering once in a while. Let's take a look at fortunate gemstones, auspicious colors, and lucky numbers for Cancer, as well as what are auspicious and advantageous talismans for Yang Water Tiger. First, astrology lucky charms for Cancer the Crab during Year of the Yang Water Tiger are as follows. Cancer lucky charms, gemstone is ruby. Colors for Cancer are red, cream, yellow, and amber. Numbers are 2, 8, and 9. Now the Yang Water Tiger lucky charms for, again, this is for Yang Water Tiger specifically. The gemstones are cat's eye of blue, green, and orange color. Banded agate of blue, orange, black, or green tone. Tourmaline of black, orange, blue, turquoise, green, or gray shade. The colors to indulge in for the Yang Water Tiger are blue, turquoise, and green to heal and calm. Utilize black and gray to accomplish, and revel in orange to energize and motivate. Numbers for Yang Water Tiger year are 0, 3, and 9. Yang Water Tiger year color specifics. Yang Water Tiger year auspicious colors of blue, turquoise, and green afford healing to Tiger. Black and gray and orange lucky colors give him ample measures of energy and great amounts of power. Images of a blue or turquoise tiger, blue or turquoise, give him calming and cooling energies. If you have a stencil or a drawing or something. And we do want to keep Tiger relaxed, don't we? All right, now, green tiger stencils particularly are healing for finances in Yang Water Tiger year. Blue and orange tiger symbols bestow the qualities of love and power akin to the Archangel Gabriel. Be mindful, nevertheless, that when invoking such potent emotionality, this is a very charged energy, these angelic frequencies. So just when you're invoking this blue and orange tiger and that Archangel Gabriel energy, just be aware of how highly and potently charged it is for Gabriel, okay, during Yang Water Tiger year. Now, renderings of a black tiger stencil grant career success, although too much of it could cause tiger to expend too much energy in striving for ever more obsessive accomplishment. Indeed, a workaholic that loses the accomplishment he has hastily won due to overexertion is a probable outcome of a black tiger magical talisman used or exploited with impunity. So just once in a while. Now, black and orange tiger representations, as opposed to these other, we're not talking about the blue and orange, we're talking about the orange and black. Tiger representations bestow speed and refreshing energy when applied towards any goal. Again, though, used mindfully and at specific intervals to avoid exhaustion or illness during Yang Water Tiger transit. Shun away from silver, pink, to reddish shades of purple, and use bluish shades of purple sparingly during Yang Water Tiger year. Now, gold and yellow can be used during Yang Water Tiger year, although these colors of gold and yellow will kind of numb the psyche. It'll cause too much of a numbing, too much of like what to expect almost. So too much of that causes a numbing. Now, water tiger number specifics. You may combine 0, 3, and 9 together to form a combination numbers. For example, 390, 30, 39, and 309. Be aware that a number that includes a 0 is far more vulnerable than a number that lacks zeros. Stay away from the numbers 7 and 8 during the Yang Water Tiger year, and use the number 4 extremely scantily. Tigers are curious about the number 5, that it will bring them attention and fortune. Just keep in mind that this number also brings risk exposure. Tiger loves horse and dog. Tiger really likes pig. Tiger likes other tigers, dragon, rabbit, rat, goat, and rooster. Tiger dislikes ox and really dislikes snake. Tiger has a competitive rivalry, mano a mano, with monkey. Now, Cancer cardinal water personality during a Yang Water Tiger year will be invigorated, rejuvenated, galvanized, and enchanted, as the tiger fixed component of wood provides the already charismatic fire of water constituent of Cancer even more charm which wit to fascinate others. In addition, the tiger's fixed element of Yang will warm and liven up Cancer's rapture, moving the crab to heights of ascension which will begin the cascade of events set in motion by Cancer's lunar style. In a forward advance and onward to realize ultimate dreams made real. The aspect of water brought about by this transit of Yang Water Tiger year is the only factor that will cool and calm Cancerians a bit in the crab's pursuit of grandeur. Make use of this comparable element of water knowingly to chill and alleviate situations that might be moving forward too hurriedly, and victory belongs to all of you Cancerians. Water can be heated up by fire and thus utilized as steam to improve and move ahead to the foreground and move forward. The good news is that water helps to keep Tiger year's characteristic militancy and upheavals cooled and made controllable. Since this is a Yang water Tiger transit, the water trait is not as chilled as it is in Yin water years, and because Cancerians are ruled by the moon, Tiger year could peak distraction in the aquatic crustaceans. Therefore, be mindful before taking action and be sure to stay focused upon the crab's most important goals, which could fall by the wayside if disturbing feelings are stirred up too much by people that pretend to care while attempting to undermine the Cancerian's true ambitions in life. Cancer's place in the Jade Emperor's race. Western astrology sign of Cancer, the crab, corresponds with the Chinese zodiac sign of Sheep, who crossed the finish line in 8th place in the race held by the Jade Emperor for his purpose of affixing 12 animal personalities onto the astrology wheel. The legend goes like this. Rooster found a raft and invited Monkey and Sheep to voyage on his pontoon all together so that they all could get to the finish line and attain their place on the Jade Emperor's Chinese Astrology zodiac wheel. Rooster, Monkey, and Sheep all helped to paddle the craft by using branches gotten from the shores of the river. Sheep helped Rooster and Monkey to stay calm and made sure everyone worked together to navigate and propel the little flotilla on the river so as to finish the race within a reasonable amount of time. Since Sheep has been so helpful in forming their friendship, encouraging the others to form a cooperative effort by heartening Rooster and Monkey to not give up, Rooster and Monkey decided to let Sheep go before them and claim 8th place. Now, Cancer, the crab year of the Yang water Tiger lesson. What is the lesson? Cancer, just like Sheep, likes to get ahead and accumulate riches while acquiring hearth, home, and family, and fun also, and rewarding careers too. During this is going to be the lesson, okay? So wanting to get ahead in the careers. Now, Tiger years are perilous. This is how it becomes getting ahead, and this is where the lesson comes in. Tiger years are perilous in that they are unpredictable. Now, with that said, the Cancerian needs to preserve steadiness and develop constancy during this transit so that the crab is not startled by Tiger's stealth, ferocity, and shrewdness. Tiger could lead the Cancerian into desiring to make dangerous decisions when it comes to how to invest nest eggs, exploiting the crab's care and sensitivity. It benefits the Cancerian to rest because if you want to not get all caught up, don't get caught up and resist becoming overwhelmed and tricked and caught up in risky transactions during Yang water Tiger year. Cancer, the crab year of the Yang water Tiger blessing. The blessings. Expect more opportunities in which to let the Cancerian's lunar, intuitive, and instinctive abilities amaze the opposition. Instead of spending the crab's well-earned finances on the dreams of others, Tiger year attracts interesting parties and interested parties into procuring the Cancerian's expertise in forming new enterprises and in forming new businesses. Western astrology sign of Aquarius corresponds with the Chinese zodiac animal of Tiger. Legend has it that the Jade Emperor held a race to place 12 animals on the zodiac wheel. Tiger came in third place in this race held by the Jade Emperor. Tiger was powerful enough to finish well, even though his thick hair became filled with water while he swam across the river, causing a slowing down of his pace. Tiger's determination and also his powerful, strong brute force pushed him forward and onward, while the Jade Emperor was gladdened by his first 3 Chinese Zodiac Astrology animal placements. His race was going well. Yang water tiger attributes. Yang metal tiger has like a general tiger qualities which are known to be insistent, potent, impertinent, dangerous, audacious, and charitable. Tiger can also display traits of being on edge, self-conscious, irritable, and intolerant. Now, water qualities will add some patience, cool-headedness, relaxation, and introspection to Tiger's ferocious, though alluringly personal and personality type attributes. So although we can have some of this ferociousness, Tiger is going to have a lot of allure and have a very pleasant personality, a very tempting personality. Now again, this is a Yang water tiger year, not a Yin water tiger year. That makes a difference. Therefore, the Yang element doesn't allow for a complete chilling and assuaging of the tiger's authoritative celebrity, as is the case during Yin water tiger transits. Yang water tiger advice. Yang water tiger is a year to savor and enjoy all of the exceptionally lucky aspects that Tiger brings. Good fortune happens when the spirit of abundance opens a door to a person who has diligently done the groundwork to succeed in their field. It's also important to point out that in Feng Shui, the Chinese art of placement, difficulties are actually seen as being beneficial prospects when observed from a correct perspective. Now, therefore, people that have come up with formulas for success and who have overcome their own troubles or who have cleared up the predicaments of others, and those who are well prepared will prosper greatly during Yang water tiger year. Yang water tiger influence. Yang water tiger being the third of the 12 zodiac animals in Chinese astrology brings action, uprising, magnetism, and ignition to any endeavor begun the year before. Fascination, vigor, and excitement will be afforded to any new work or relationship implemented. Year of the Tiger repeats every 12 years in Chinese astrology, while Year of the Yang water tiger repeats every 60 years, occurring in 2022, 2082, 2142, 2202, 2262, and 2322, and on. Yang Black Water Tiger year of 2022 on the Gregorian calendar overlaps with a portion of the year 7242 or 7242 on the traditional Chinese calendar. This is one that is not the one that we've heard about, that is more around the years 4,000 and some odd, but this is a more ancient one that has actually 7,000 years and more. Now, comparative cultural astrology and New Year's celebrations. We're just going to talk generally about when you compare different astrological systems and their New Year's celebrations. We're just going to give you this briefly so you can see that Chinese astrology is really not that different from some other forms of astrology. Now, traditional Chinese zodiac places Rat, which associates with Sagittarius in the Western astrology system at the beginning, being November 22nd to December 21st. That's their first sign. And Pig, which associates with Scorpio at the ending, October 23rd to November 22nd of the astrological wheel. It's intriguing to notice that these Chinese zodiac signs, what they do on the Chinese calendar is they split it between, again, Rat, which is Sagittarius. So the beginning is Rat, Sagittarius, and the end being Pig, Scorpio, which is right where the mysterious zodiac sign of Ophiuchus, the serpent bearer, is found. Now, Ophiuchus is often called the 13th zodiac sign. It's equally fascinating to become aware that the Celtic pagans consider the festival of Samhain on the 31st of October as actually being their new year. That's Halloween. Now, also being a lunar calendar. So the pagan calendar is also a lunar calendar. Now, with that said, when corresponding with Western astrology, one would associate the head of the Western zodiac, which is Aries, with dragon, and Pisces, the tail of the Western astrology, with rabbit. It's also fascinating to comprehend that there are in many cultures more than one New Year's celebratory festivals, and some they have as many as 4 New Years. Now, the Yang Water Tiger year is formed from the attributes of being the 9th heavenly stem of Yang water gotten from 10 celestial elemental qualities of the 3rd earthly branch gotten from 12 terrestrial animal personalities. Key words for Yang Water Tiger year. The Chinese word Ren means clean, and it's the ninth heavenly stem. So it's clean, Ren. The Chinese word Yin means respect, which is the 3rd earthly branch. Now, this Yin characteristic is not to be confused with the fact that this is a Yang water year rather than a Yin water year, okay? So this is Yang Water Tiger, but the 3rd earthly branch is called Yin, and that means respect. So that's different than the other Yin and Yang that we're talking about. So don't get those two confused. And the Ren, which is the 9th heavenly stem, means clean. So clean and respect, okay? Now, it's important to note here that the 10 heavenly or celestial stems are derived from the 5 elements in Chinese astrology, which are fire, metal, wood, earth, water. The 10 qualities are comprised of the characteristics of yin and yang divisions within the assigned elemental attribute, with this current year of the water tiger being a Yang Water Tiger year. Therefore, there are 10 aspects, and these are gotten from the yin and yang characteristics of the 5 Chinese elements. You have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 elements of, again, fire, metal, wood, earth, and water. And there's yin and yang of each one of those. So again, this is a Yang water year, not a Yin water year. So again, the yin that we talked about earlier, that is from the 3rd earthly branch, which means respect, is yin, but that's not the same yin. That's different. And again, the Ren from clean is the 9th heavenly stem. And again, the 3rd earthly branch is the respect in yin. And that's different from the other characteristics we're talking about, which are yin and yang. Okay. Now, the primary guardian angels for Yang Water Tiger year. For the aspect of water, elemental archangel of water is Gabriel, being the archangel of all the water signs in Western astrology. Regarding the component of Yang, which is associated with fire, elemental archangel of fire is Michael, being the archangel of all the fire signs in the Western zodiac. The Western zodiac sign of Aquarius, which corresponds to the Chinese zodiac sign of Tiger, is an air sign. And even though Aquarius is the sign of the water bearer, Aquarius corresponds to Tiger, and tiger associates with the fixed constituent of wood in Chinese astrology. Since there is no corresponding Western astrology element to the Chinese component of wood, we shall take a look at some of tiger's other fixed aspects of yang and springtime. The season of early spring, very, very early spring, is similar to the warmer and moister elements associated with the guardian archangel, Raphael, that rules over the eastern direction of the compass, as well as all of the air signs in the western zodiac. And also, since Aquarius is an air sign, elemental archangel Raphael is an excellent archangel to call upon throughout Yang Water Tiger year. Therefore, the elemental archangels that are beneficial to evoke for Yang Water Tiger year are archangels Michael for Yang component, Gabriel for water element, and Raphael for both air and springtime aspects. The zodiac angel Cambriel for Aquarius, the water bearer, which is a fixed air sign, is another guardian angel to call upon during Yang Water Tiger transit. Secondary guardian archangels for Yang Water Tiger year. Planetary archangels which associate with Aquarius being Western astrology correspondents for year of the Tiger are angelic rulers of Saturn and Uranus. Saturn's archangel is Cassiel, and Uranus's archangel is Ariel. It's A-U-R-I-E-L. Not Uriel, but Ariel, A-U-R-I-E-L, for Uranus, and again, for Saturn, it is Cassiel. Awareness of both Western and Eastern astrology associations is very helpful. Now, Earth and celestial angelic coordinates for Yang Water Tiger year are as follows. Earth coordinates of elemental guardian angels. The Earth coordinates on the Earth plane. The North elemental archangel of Earth is Uriel, and this is the Merkaba. This is the Merkaba symbol, a three-dimensional symbol that is representing the archangel of Earth, which is Uriel. And that's on the Earth coordinates. That would be for north. Okay. Now, the East elemental archangel of air is Raphael, and this is the Merkaba symbol, Mer meaning rotating fields of light, Ka meaning spirit, and Ba meaning soul. And this is for air, and this is Raphael, the archangel Raphael for air. And in this earth plane, on the physical plane, that's in the east. And the south elemental archangel of fire is Michael, and this is the archangel Michael's fire. This is the fire Merkaba field, again for archangel Michael on the earth for the south elemental archangel, the Merkaba field. And the west elemental archangel for the earth coordinates for the physical plane is Gabriel for water. This is the archangel Gabriel's Merkaba field. This is Gabriel for water in the west in the earth plane. So if you're making sacred circles, that would be what you would call the archangels on the earth plane. Now, when we go to the celestial coordinates, let me just say this first. What we showed you here, these are actually these are hexagonal forms. These are made out of 6 sides each. So the archangels come in looking this way because they are of a higher plane. So they're always gonna look like this. But to call the archangels, even though that's what they look like in their Merkaba field, you wouldn't use a hexagram to call in on the earth plane. On the earth plane, in the physical realm, you would use a pentagram to call in. And that's for another video at another time, but that you would be using a 5-pointed star to call them in. Now, when you get to the celestial coordinates, you're going to be calling in a 6-pointed star. You're going to be using a 6-pointed star, and you're calling the same angels, but their positions in the heavens are going to be different according to the sign of the zodiac, the 4 signs of the zodiac, which are corresponding to each of the archangels, which of course the archangel Michael is, who is of fire, is going to be the fixed sign of Leo, of fire. And Gabriel of water is going to be the fixed water, which is Scorpio. And the earth angel for Uriel is going to be the fixed sign of Taurus for earth. And of course, Raphael, the archangel of air, is going to be for the fixed air sign of Aquarius. But we're going to give you from north, east, south, west, and we're going to give you the celestial coordinates again. So, north elemental archangel of water, Gabriel. So in the celestial coordinates, you're going to use Gabriel water. The Merkaba field is going to be in the north. So it's going to be different than the earth, than on the physical plane. Use the celestial or the heavenly as opposed to the earthly. You see, this is just like the heavenly branches and earth. I mean, the heavenly stems and the earthly branches. It's the same thing. If you really see, it's the same thing. It's just a different language, but it's the same thing. All right, now, so you have north elemental archangel for water, Gabriel, in the north in the celestial coordinates, and that's the Merkaba field. And you're going to have the east elemental archangel of fire is Michael, and this is Michael going to be in the east in the celestial realms. And you're going to have south elemental archangel of earth is Uriel. So in the south, you're going to have Uriel for the celestial coordinates. And the west, you're going to have the archangel Raphael in the west for the archangel of air, Raphael. That's going to be in the air in the celestial coordinates, So you see the differences there. All right, now, we are going to now give you fortunate compass directions. Year of the Yang Water Tiger finds excellent fortune, expansive opportunity, and richness in northwest and northeast directions. Yang Water Tiger finds love, friendship, and trade in the north, gaining commitment for lifelong contentment in the south. During Yang Water Tiger year, avoid east, southwest, and west, for they bring trouble, misfortune, ailments, and evil people. Regarding whether or not to go on expeditions during Yang Water Tiger year, staying put where you are can also be problematic, bringing dilemmas and infirmities. Therefore, it is best to go on journeys during Yang Water Tiger transit, even if it's just for a small excursion to visit family, friends, and neighbors, or just a jaunt to the store or the park or the beach. Now keep in mind that Yang Water Tiger year is diverse when compared to other elemental tiger years, for each element has a different effect upon tiger. Now we're going to go over the Yang qualities, because again this is Yang, water, tiger, so we're going to go over Yang and water and also tiger. For Yang, the qualities and the attributes are masculine, day, hot, fire, dry, summer, outer, active, excited, expanding, hard, and dorsal. Water, the qualities are fortunate, prosperous, self-reflective, and also traditional, shrewd, credible, fear, cold, salty, ears, with flexibility as accommodating as water. Also, the general tiger associations. I remember I'm a fan of Bruce Lee's, and he always, one of his quotes was, "You must become water, my friend." So, again, flexibility, water. You take on the shape of that which you are occupying. Now, general tiger associations: yang, wood, spring, Aquarius, sunflowers, especially Cinerea, which is a type of sunflower, and also the first month on the Chinese lunar calendar. Now, there are 5 elements in Chinese astrology, being fire, metal, wood, earth, and water. Those are the 5 Chinese elements. Notice there's not air. And in the Western system, they do not have wood or metal. However, in the Western system, there is an ether or a spirit. So there is a 5th element of spirit or ether in the Western system. So again, in the Chinese system, there's metal and wood and earth and water and fire. We're going to give you the associations for which element controls what other element. Now, fire controls metal. Metal controls wood. Wood controls earth. Earth controls water. And water controls fire. This is the circle of life. As we come full circle, we attempt to balance the 5 elements. Fire brings joy, heat, bitter, the tongue. Earth brings worry, damp, sweet, in the mouth. Metal brings grief, dry, pungent, the nose. Water brings fear, cold, salty, ears. Wood brings anger, wind, sour, eyes. Now, to calculate the Chinese New Year, simply count the 2nd new moon that comes after the winter solstice. The information found in this document, in the attached document, just look in the description box, and you can click on the blog. And so in that document, and also that we're giving to you in this video, the information is based on the oral tradition known as Kabbalah, taught to me by Rosicrucian clergy when I was but a young girl, the facts of which I have committed to memory. Thank you for joining us. Join us again.